Yo guys, what's good? Um, I'm excited to say that I'm starting a podcast I probably want to start for the last 2 years. I don't really know what I've been waiting for because I love talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers, as you could tell. And I'm sure you guys could tell just if you watch any of my content at all about basketball. I don't know. If you do, though, you probably know. But yeah, I'm excited to finally get this started. I'm hoping for two a week. I'm gonna shoot for one, maybe even more if I'm lucky, if time allows me to. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Uh Basically what these are gonna be, if I make it the night of a game, I might do a summary of that. If it's a night where they don't have a game, I might just do talk about how they've been playing or what I look for in the future or whatever. This first one's just gonna be about kind of how I became a Cavs fan and what I think about the team and the moves they made recently and all that jazz. So yeah, just to start off, I'd been in love with basketball since I can remember. Never really watched the NBA ever until 2011. Well, technically 2010, but I wasn't a Cavs fan yet. 2010 is when Kyrie was in at Duke, and I just loved watching him play. So he became my favorite player. And then he obviously got drafted by the Cavs, and then I've been hooked ever since. So um, and I'm kind of glad that's how it happened because I didn't want to be like a LeBron lover and all that shit. So I started watching NBA without LeBron on the Cavs. Obviously, I'm happy he came back and won his championship, whatever. But yeah. So that's how I became a Cavs fan. Now, um, I've been a Cavs fan and I watched it, and of course played when they won the championship, I was there watching everything. But I recently, probably in the last 3 years, really started like paying attention to the team, learning the names, all that. So I'm still new, but I'm not. Like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Cavs basketball. So with that being said, um, I'm late to this, I know, but I have to just talk about it just because I'm at a scale of 1 to 10. I was a 10 on the Donovan Mitchell trade. And with everything that's with through the 17 games we've played so far, I'm still a 10 on it. I really like the offense that we're running. I think sometimes it's a little stagnant because sometimes I'll see Garland just bring the ball up and then Mitchell might not move that much. He might be standing there for a spot up. I don't really know. Like, I don't know. I need to watch them more because I feel like, I mean, it's only been 17 games in also, so they have time to mesh with each other. And I mean, they're playing well together. They just dropped at the time of recording this. They just played the Hawks yesterday, so and they both dropped 29, 26, and both had 9 assists. So like, it's coming along. So I'm excited to see. They just I don't, dude. We just were literally missing that. Like, Donovan Mitchell is considered, if he's not a superstar yet, he's going to be, and if he never is, he's still on the cusp in that guy that we need. Now, I think Evan Mobley's going to get to that point, possibly even Darius Garland, but I don't know. I feel like Darius is going to be really good, and he's definitely an all-star caliber player, obviously. But right now, Donovan Mitchell's better, and I think Evan Mobley when it's all said and done will be better than Darius Garland. But DG is my favorite player, but I have his jersey on right now too. You can't see the number, but yeah. Um, with that being said, so I kind of addressed that. Loving what we're doing in the beginning of the season. Um, that little 5 game skid, it's gonna happen. It just is with because it started with DG come back. He played well, and then the turnovers against Clippers started the whole downfall. Had a horrible game against the Kings. Like, that's the only thing that we need to fix because I feel like with last year we relied on DG solely basically to run the offense. Now there's gonna be nights where DG's out and D Mitch doesn't have it. Like, he's just off that night, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta find that offense, that fluidity that isn't that doesn't rely on those two, you know what I'm saying? Now don't get me wrong, they're gonna win us a lot of games. They're probably gonna win us majority of the games. But those extra games that we need to win to get a higher seed and stuff like that, we're gonna need um guys to step up, and they have dramatically. But with that being said, that's my take on the team so far. What I'm gonna do now, just for the first episode, I'm just gonna go down the list, well, not the list, the roster, and just kind of tell you what I like, what I've liked, what I've seen that I've liked so far. Jesus Christ, from the player, and then I'll end it off that, and hope you got. Well, I'll talk a little bit more, but yeah. So the first one's up, Evan Mobley. Um, I guess you could say he went through a sophomore slump for a little bit, but I mean, he didn't really because his defense has still been there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he has fallen off on that end, so you can't really. Yeah, like he's still in the race for Defensive Player of the Year, so it's like, I don't know. I don't think he'll win it. I think he could, but I just don't think he will be with the other guys and the like the veterans. Like Brook Lopez is blocking every shot he sees, so um but yeah, Evan, he's gonna be good. He's definitely imposing his will more, um, being more of a rebounder. He's being more of a aggressive rebounder, which is what we need, especially for him to help out Allen a little bit. Chetty Osman, uh, I don't know because he was amazing in the beginning, and we all know he's like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? We all know that's how Chetty is, and we all just gotta accept it at this point. He's in year 5 or 6. Like we just have to kind of accept it at this point. Now, I love Chetty, don't get me wrong, but I also wouldn't be opposed if Chetty and if we package like Chetty, Dylan Windler, and I don't know, some Neto or something for that three that we need. And I'll get into the three position, don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I also won't be mad if nothing happens because Chetty helps us a lot in different ways. And his defense has gotten better this year. I've seen at least he's not saying he hasn't tried in the past, but he's putting in a lot of effort on that defensive end because we're a defensive team. Oh boy. Isaac Okoro. Obviously, if I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you like the Cavs, so you've been watching and you understand. The beginning of the season was horrible for him. He's definitely obviously stepped it up a lot. And by that I don't even mean he was non-existent on the defensive end too, I felt like. Well, he wasn't even on the court in the beginning, but like he took a back seat defensively in the last couple of games. I don't know if it's confidence, I don't know what it is, but he's definitely I'm just gonna say it's confidence because he's shooting more. He just seems more engaged in the game, I guess. Um, Now I don't know if that's like a teammate thing and people are just talking him up more and helping him out, or he's just finally said fuck it and I just gotta get the confidence, yada yada. I don't know, but he's playing way better on the defensive end, and I'm not saying I think he's gonna shoot probably 30% for us from three this year, if he can even get to that, because right now he's sitting at um 18%. So I know 30 is a lot, but I also think he's gonna take less and he's gonna shoot corner threes, which if I'm not mistaken, last year corner threes from he shot corner threes at 40%. So because last year he was 35% from three in general, which is what we need him at. Because we don't expect him to be fucking Kyle Korver 2.0, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, if we can get him to 30% though, we'll take it. But his defense is looking a lot better, so I'm excited about that. Karis LeVert, he has also been a roller coaster. I loved it because if you think about it, we got him for a pick that I believe was a second round pick. Don't get me wrong, I don't know 100%, but I believe it was for a second round pick, and we got and Ricky Rubio technically, but we have Rubio back, so it doesn't really count. Like, so we got him for a pick. You know what I'm saying? And he's not right now, obviously, but he was an all-star caliber player in the Brooklyn days. Now I know he slowed down, obviously, but his last year in Brooklyn, he averaged 18, 4, and 4. Like, so I don't want I don't want to say all-star caliber player, but he was a very good player. Oh, with Indiana, he averaged 25 and 5. So yeah, there's something there, obviously. Um, but yeah, he's been up and down too. He literally went from having a historical night with Donovan Mitchell, both scoring 41 against the Celtics at TD Garden, and then the next night he scores 4 points. So it's like now I get it's difficult for him though because he has never really been the fourth option on a team because some nights even fifth, some nights even sixth. Because you got to think this is in order, but DG, Mobley, D Mitch obviously, and then those are the top three basically who's going to be the top like scorers or prior like offensive offense run through. And some nights it's going to be those three, and then it's going to go Allen and K Love off the bench or something, or the offense going to run through Chetty. Like, so he some nights he's sixth like offensive option. Some nights he could be two if those guys are out. Some but like so it's just like it's an adjustment when he went from Brooklyn on he wasn't on a bad Brooklyn team, but like he was one of those guys, and then Indy for a short stint there, he was one of those guys too. So it's like um it's definitely a big adjustment, especially with him being older now. He's 28. It's not like he's 24 and he's got to take a back seat and just like kind of learn that role. Like he he's 28, you know what I'm saying, which he's entering his prime, which is good, and he's obviously a good player. But I just hope, and he's handling it well. I don't think he seems like he wants more or anything. He might, but he seems to be playing like as a team. So I'm excited. I like what he's given us this year. Just need a little bit more consistency. Kevin Love, not too much to say. Six man of the year candidate. I feel like gonna be for a while until he slows down. He's got a hairline fracture in his thumb, and he played last night. Didn't really play that well, so I don't know if that's a thumb thing or he just had a bad off game. Um, but even if he doesn't, I don't expect him with six man. Even if he does, cool, like that's dope. But this dude just plays defense, and not even that well of defense. He just great at taking charges. Like, and then his dude, I don't know if it's I only catch him on the good ones, but I feel like every full court pass he has is just a dot. It just is. Now, to be fair, I've seen him once or twice turn the ball over, especially like against the who was it, the Wolves. He tried to give it to Evan Mobley, I think, and Rudy Gobert tipped it. So it's like obviously not every pass can be great, but also like he knows he can make that pass, so the confidence was there. And I don't know, he's just people just did not expect this with him at all last year even, but people did not expect anybody to play like they did last year with how good we were. But people definitely didn't expect Kevin Love to continue it, I guess, this year. Now he's gonna have games where he scores zero. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen. He's older. He's just not gonna be on one night. Not everyone's gonna be on. So it's like, but he's great off the bench. I love that. These next three guys, I don't really have too much to say, and but Donovan Mitchell, MVP candidate right now. I believe plus 1600 on like FanDuel and stuff like that. So yeah, he's playing great for us. He's that dynamic scorer that we needed. And he can shoot because you can be a dynamic scorer and not be the greatest 3 point shooter. Well, he's doing really well from three this year. I'm pretty sure he's shooting. Let me fact check myself first. He is shooting 41% from three this year. So, and he's averaging 30 points. He's averaging 29.8. That's because he had one off night against the shit. I don't remember. He only had 13. We still won though, so I don't really. Oh, the Hornets. He had an off night. But regardless, he's playing at an MVP level for us, and that's exactly what we needed because it takes a lot of pressure off Darius Garland. Um, but yeah, I can't be more happy about this trade. I think this is exactly what we needed. Probably the only thing I would complain about is I just wish he was 6'5". But I mean, you can't get that, so I'm okay with it. He's 6'1", and I don't even know if I can get that stat, but I'm pretty sure the dude's got like a 7 foot wingspan as a 6'1" man. So it, he's good. And I got to talk about this real quick. I never really watched him in Utah. So I'm not going to sit here and say I know a lot about D Mitch. I really only know about how he's been with the Cavs. But I've heard things and I've watched some highlights here and there and stuff like that. But he legitimately is trying on defense now. Like putting in a lot of effort. I'm not saying he's like a plus plus defender and he's great at, but like he's trying and he's getting steals. He's trying, and that's good because we need him to be because we can't just have 4 on 5 every time. From what I heard, that's what it was like with Utah because everyone just let everyone buy for Rudy. Well, I will say, fun fact, I heard don't don't quote me on this. I just think I saw this on something. Um, Donovan Mitchell averaged more turnovers than pass attempts to Rudy Gobert. I don't know if it was their last year, or the year before that when they played, but yeah, wild. And also, I'm not comparing Rudy and Jared Allen, but I would like to say Jared Allen is a better offensive player than Rudy. I feel like that's not unfair to say or outlandish, but and it's not outlandish to say Rudy's a better defender. Obviously, Jared Allen's a great defender, but Rudy's like that defensive player of the year defender, so he's got that. But I'm pretty sure I just saw something that Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen are the have the most efficient pick and rolls, successful pick and rolls so far this year. Could be wrong. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't know. But yeah, D Mitch, great. Next guy, I just talked about him basically. Jared Allen, most efficient pick and roll with Donovan Mitchell this year. Once again, don't quote me. He is our anchor. Now, when he went out with I believe the ankle or illness, I don't know what he had. He legitimately like running Mobley at the 5, and this is no shade to Mobley, but like we missed him tremendously because we need like he's our anchor, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just the guy that's gonna lock up everyone. Now, Mobley's locking up everyone too, but like they just play off each other on defense so fucking well, it's crazy. So yeah, Jared Allen's our anchor. It's no secret. Yeah. Um DG, Darius Garland, slow to start, obviously. He didn't look good in the beginning of the Raptors game, the first game of the season before he got injured, and obviously he missed I don't know how many games, but he he's looking like DG. Like that's all I have to say. He's back. I'm not really too worried about him. I know what we're getting from him. He's probably going to end the year with 23 and 10, 23 and 11 or something like that. His assists might go down a little bit actually, so he might average like 9 because D Mitch is passing a lot too, and D Mitch is going to pass to him a lot now too. So it's like the if D Mitch wasn't passing at all, Darius would probably average like 15, but there can only be so much assists that go around. So and D Mitch has a lot of ball handling responsibilities too. So, but yeah, Darius Garland, know where we're getting from. Not really worried about it. Move on. Dean Wade. Now, once again, if you guys are listening to this or watching this on YouTube, I don't know. You probably watch the Cavs. That's why you're listening to this. So yeah. Um, Dean Wade is my twin. I don't know if you can tell. Uh, so yeah, maybe one day if I keep this podcast up and I get a little poppin', I'm gonna have him on the pod because I'm convinced he's my twin, or like long lost brother that's not like different mom, different dad, a different mom, maybe same dad. Or I don't know, but he looks we look eerily similar. So yeah, and he's playing great this year. Really happy with his production too. Obviously he's injured right now, so that kind of sucks. But he's been playing great. He's just being that 3 and D guy that we need. He's not like I said, he's not like fucking he's not like a Mikal Bridges on defense, but he's a serviceable defender and he's played big roles on defense for us and he's knocking down the 3 consistently. Let's see his 3-point percentage. Um his 3-point percentage this year is okay, Jesus Christ. He's shooting 50% from 3. Taking 3 a game, so making 1.5. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So he's not taking a lot, but still, he's shooting 50% from us for us. So yeah, Dean Wade, shout out to you. What's up, twin? Treacherous twin. Yeah, okay. Robin Lopez. Not much to say about Robin either. I love the dude. Love his personality. Um, I just wish he was a little later on his feet because like he's big enough to play against guys like Joel and like Jokic and stuff, but he's too slow for them. You know what I'm saying? They take him out on the perimeter. Like they're just cooking him. So it's like it's hard. It's hard. Um, Guy like Brooke Lopez. I don't want to talk about the game against the Bucks because Brooke killed us. But like guys like him who are a little slower on the feet. Brooke Lopez probably wasn't the best example, but teams who don't have all-star big men, he'll be good. I do think we need like another 7 footer that's a little lighter on the feet. I'm not even asking for someone to be like the next Jared Allen for us or Evan Mobley. I just like just someone. I like Robin though. And him and DG with the pick and rolls too, because he sets great screens. So I have no problem with Robin. I really like his game. I really like what he's doing for us. So I can't really complain that much. I'm also gonna. I've kind of been talking good about everyone. Maybe next episode or something, if you guys want me to, I'll talk about what I haven't liked about them. But I don't know. We're playing good right now, so there's no reason to say what I don't like yet. You feel me? I don't know. Next guy is Raul Neto. We I feel like we got him to slide in there for Ricky Rubio, and he's just isn't that. And he was playing a while when DG was out, and he's not bad. He's just I don't know. He's just I feel like we expect him to be at least somewhat of Ricky Rubio, and he's just not that for us. No offense to him, and I'm sure he'll be great when Ricky Rubio comes back, and he could be like and get that 4 string minutes. Like I don't know. He's serviceable. That's another best way to describe him. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully you get better. I don't know. Ricky Rubio come back. Lamar Stevens, recently just brought into the starting lineup, playing great. Um, I'm pretty sure defensively he's always going to be there. He's shooting 40% from three. He's only taking 1.5 and making less than one a game. So he's not great, but he's not a 3-point shooter. And it's not like we expect him to be. So that's whatever. He's shooting 46 from the field, taking 5 field goals, making half of them basically. So 2 to 3 a game. But yeah, he's playing great. Uh, he's playing that. He's basically playing what Dean Wade plays for us. Just isn't really giving us the outside game on offense. He's giving us the inside game on offense. So that he's playing good. I don't really know how to describe it. He's not playing horrible for us, and he's helping us out a lot with Dean Wade being out, basically. And I think he also has earned a spot in the rotation now because he wasn't in the rotation for a while in the beginning of the season. So I definitely think he's kind of gave Bickerstaff no choice but to keep him in the lineup. Not in the starting lineup, maybe, like because I still think Dean Wade should start over everyone at that 3 spot, and I'll get into that still too. Um, Mamad Mamadi Giacate. That's my guy. Um, I want him to get a shot more. Um, I'm not asking to put him in with 2 minutes left and we're down two. I'm not saying that. Just more burn. See how he does goes with the guys. He's a tall, lanky, good defender. So yeah, I don't know. I liked him at Virginia when he played for there. So we'll see. He's on a 2-way contract, obviously, so he'll play with the charge a lot too. Same thing with Isaiah Mobley, next guy. He's gonna be helpful for us in the future. In 2 or 3 years, maybe even by next year, depending on how well he's doing with the charge, he's gonna be a backup to his brother, 100%. Because he's that playmate. He's probably a better playmaker than his brother right now. I don't want to say playmaker, better passer than his brother right now. I don't know about playmaker because Mobley's Evan's good, but so he'll be a great backup for Evan in the future, 100%. And then Dylan Windler, um, I don't even know, bro. Obviously, we haven't seen him play, and now we're not going to see him play for even more. And it's just I don't know how much longer we can take of this, so I'll just leave it at that. Ricky Rubio, like I said, not much to say. He hasn't played yet, coming off ACL, so hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's. I'm hoping since he isn't, he never really played athletic, like he wasn't yamming on people and stuff like that. I'm hoping he'll be good to play with us, and he'll come back as the Spanish Ricky Rubio and how he plays on the Spanish team because we need that bad. Um, And if we get that, we're golden on the backup PG position. Because the way he was playing with Chetty Osman last year and stuff like that, and creating for them, I'm excited. So back to what I was saying about Chetty and shit like that. Um, in the three position. So obviously our point guard, shooting guard, power forward, and center, they're set. There's no like discrepancy on who should start. I'm sorry, there just isn't. Now obviously if one of them go down, yeah, there is. But when those four are healthy, there's no reason anybody else should start. The three spot though, right now should be Dean Wade, to me. And Kerr should be our six man, along with Kevin Love. Like those two should be first off the bench, situational and stuff like that. And then how the rotation goes. Obviously matchups are a thing too. So it's like if they got a three that's not athletic, throw Kevin Love in there. If they got a three that's super athletic and Dean Wade can keep up with them, throw Lamar Stevens in there. So it's or Isaac Core, I don't care. But shit like that. Um um but yeah, oh yeah, for the three position. I love Chetty. I love what he's done with us. Like I said, roller coaster, but when the highs are highs, when the highs are highs, I'm loving it. And when the lows are lows, I'm like, holy fuck, bro, just like relax. Cause when they're low, he just looks very he doesn't look like he knows how to play basketball sometimes. So I don't get it. But with that being said, I wouldn't mind if he was in a trade because I heard that he's in trade talk already again because he was in the summer, I'm pretty sure. So I wouldn't be mad if we package like Chetty, Neto, and Windler. Or let's obviously we're not getting some all-star guy, but just say for guy this might be too much. I'm just using him for an example, is like a Jay Crowder, because Jay Crowder is on being Phoenix. I wouldn't mind having Jay Crowder as our three. Or even coming off the bench and being our three. Because he's a veteran guy who's a good 3-and-D guy. I don't know if he's that good at three, but he's good at defense, shit like that. Um, just guys like that. We need a solidified 3-and-D. Now Dean Wade is getting there and he's playing well for us and everything like that. But we need a guy who can play that three spot, who's a legit 3-point threat and a legit defender, and we will be good. So if we have the package Chetty Osman in it, sure. Now I wouldn't want this to happen, but if somehow we need to add Karras into it or Okoro to get like a fringe all-star guy, like to be honest with you, if if we could, I would give up Levert, Okoro, and Windler and fucking Neto. I know that's a lot. I'm not 100% how salaries, so I get that might not work. But if we could, I would give up four guys like that for like Andrew Wiggins, get him back in Cleveland, even though he never played for us, but we drafted him, like shit like that. Like I would take a guy like that, like who is an all star. Maybe he was debatable if he was an all star, but we'll call him a fringe all star guy, like who can give you 30 a night, not a night, but 30 one night, but then be consistent as fuck on defense and rebounding and shit like that, doing a little shit playing defense. So it's like I wouldn't mind a guy like that. Um, so yeah, with that being said, this is the first episode of The Land. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys sub if you haven't. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or something like that, make sure you leave a 5-star rating. Um, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'm out. Deuces.